sprinkles, Santa Claus's special elf. Because everything is special with sprinkles. Santa Claus knows you're special too, and he has something to say to you. So listen close as Santa Claus shares holiday cheer with you. You can leave a special message for Santa Claus and get on the nice list at www.santaclaussays.net. Now here is the big man himself, Santa Claus!
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas to all the boys and girls of the world. Santa Claus says to you, Santa Claus says, be good for goodness sakes. It's good to be with you here on Santa Claus Says every day during Christmas time of 2023, where we bring you three things. We bring you Christmas cheer, sprinkles. Our elf helps us with that. We bring you an adventure story. The adventure story is called The Life and the Adventures of Santa Claus that we're bringing to you. And we bring you a letter to Santa. We want you to know you can always go to santaclaussays.net, and that's where you can leave me a voice message or a text message. I get my text messages right here on my purple cell phone. Or you can leave me an email. If you leave me an email, you go to santaclaussays.net/present, and I will send you a present. It's good to be with you. This Saturday, December the 16th, and on Saturday, December 23rd, we have live Breakfast with Santa on YouTube. You can go to youtube.com at Santa Claus Says, and that's where you can find me live on Saturday morning for Breakfast with Santa. That's at 9 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time, so adjust your time zone wherever you're at in the world. You can join me live there. But every day during Christmas, we come to bring you Christmas cheer, a Christmas story, and also a letter to Santa. There's our glockenspiel, boys and girls, which is our chimes that sprinkles rings for us that lets us know that it is story time. Every day during the Christmas season, we've been reading this story called The Life and the Adventures of Santa Claus by L. Frank Baum. He also wrote a book called The Wizard of Oz, and the movie it was called The Wizard of Oz was based on that book. And there's lots of similarities between this book about me, Santa Claus, and The Wizard of Oz that some of you would like to be a part of. We read the entire book during the Christmas season, so if you missed any of these episodes, you can go back to a past episode and pick up the rest of the book there, and don't miss any episode upcoming as we will be here through Christmas to share these great stories. Today, we are reading from chapter 7 in the second section of the book. It's called The Manhood of Jesus. And the title of this chapter is The Battle Between Good and Evil. A reminder that our reading of this book is brought to you by the good folks at the Gutenberg Project. Let's begin our reading. Ak listened gravely to the recital of Claus, stroking his beard the while with a slow, graceful motion that betokened deep thought. He nodded approvingly when Claus told how the Knooks and the fairies had saved him from death, and frowned when he heard how the Awgwas had stolen the children's toys. And at last he said, "From the beginning I have approved the work you are doing among the children of men, and it annoys me that your good deeds should be thwarted by the Awgwas. We immortals have no connection whatsoever with the evil creatures who attacked you. We have avoided them, and they in turn have hereto taken care not to cross our pathway. But in this matter, I find they have interfered with one of our friends, and I will ask them to abandon their persecutions, as you are under our protection." Claus thanked the master woodsman most gratefully and returned to his valley, while Ak, who never delayed carrying out his promises, at once traveled to the mountains of the Awgwas. There, standing on the bare rocks, he called on the king and his people to appear. Instantly, the place was filled with throngs of scowling Awgwas, and their king, perching himself on the point of a rock, demanded fiercely. Who dares to call us? It is I, the master woodsman of the world, responded Ak. Here no forest for you to claim, cried the king angrily. We owe no one allegiance to you, nor any immortal. That is true, replied Ak calmly. Yet you have ventured to interfere with the actions of Claus, who dwells in the Laughing Valley and is under our protection. Many of the Awgwas began muttering at this speech, and their king turned threateningly to the master woodsman. You are set to rule the forest, but the plains and the valleys are ours, he shouted. Keep to your own dark woods, and we'll do as we please with Claus. You should do no harm to our friend in any way, replied Ak. Shall we not? Asked the king impudently. You will see. Our powers are vastly superior to those of the mortals, and fully as great as those of immortals. It is your conceit that misleads you, said Ak sternly. You are a transient race, passing from life into nothingness. We who live forever pity, but you despise you. On earth you are scorned by all, and in heaven you have no place. Even the mortals, after their earth life, enter into another existence for all time, and so are your superiors. How then dare you, who are neither mortal nor immortal, refuse to obey my wish? The Awgwas sprang to their feet with menacing gestures, but their king motioned them back. Never before, he cried to Ak, while his voice trembled with rage, has an immortal declared himself the master of the Awgwas. Never shall an immortal venture to interfere with our actions again. For we will avenge your scornful words by killing your friend Claus within 3 days. Nor you nor all the immortals can save him from our wrath. We defy your powers. Begone, master woodsman of the world. In the country of the Awgwas you have no place. It is war, declared Ak with flashing eyes. It is war, returned the king savagely. In 3 days you will find your friend dead. The master turned away and came to the forest of Burzee, where he called a meeting of the immortals and told them of the defiance of the Awgwas and their purpose to kill Claus within 3 days. The little folk listened to him quietly. What shall we do? Asked Ak. These creatures are of no benefit to the world, said the prince of the Canucks. We must destroy them. Their lives are devoted only to evil deeds, said the prince of the Riles. We must destroy them. They have no conscience and endeavor to make all mortals as bad as themselves, said the queen of the fairies. We must destroy them. They have defied the great Ak and threatened the life of our adopted son, said beautiful Queen Zerline. We must destroy them. The master woodsman smiled. You speak not well, said he. These Awgwas we know to be a powerful race, and they will fight desperately, yet the outcome is certain. For we who live can never die, and even though conquered by our enemies, while every Awgwa who is struck down is one foe less to oppose us. Prepare then for battle, and let us resolve to show no mercy to the wicked. We're going to close this part of the chapter. We'll finish this chapter the next time we get together. The battle between good and evil. It's getting exciting, isn't it, here in this book, The Life and the Adventures of Santa Claus. We hope that you join us again next time here on the life, as we read The Life and the Adventures of Santa Claus. There is our glockenspiel, which means it's story. It means it's letter time. It's time for Santa Claus to read the letter that he gets. Remember, you can reach out to me by at santaclaussays.net. I can get your voicemail, I can get your text message, and I can get your email if you go to santaclaussays.net/present. And don't forget, you also can go a little deeper and you can find out about about videos that Santa Claus can do and about a video chat, a Zoom call that Santa Claus can do for you. But right now, let's read our letter to Santa. Hi, Santa. It's Owen. Please email me back. I would love to hear from you. I would like lots of presents for Christmas. And I also like to celebrate that it's Jesus' birthday. It's my favorite time of year. I hope to be on the nice list and not on the naughty list. Please remember to email me back. Love, Owen. Owen, I love to be in contact with you. I will see you Christmas Eve. I love that you love that it's Jesus' birthday and you love that you love presents. I think surprises is what I have in mind for you, Owen. I love you very much, and I listen to you. And I want everybody to reach out to me at SantaClausSays.net. There's our chime, boys and girls, our glockenspiel, which tells us it's about time for us to say goodbye for this episode of SantaClausSays.net. You can join me this Saturday, December 16th, and also Saturday, December 23rd, for Breakfast with Santa Live at Facebook. At YouTube. You go to youtube.com/@SantaClausSays, and you can find me there. And I'll have my cookies and my hot cocoa, which is what I have every morning, including on Christmas Eve when you leave those out for me. I love to be with you, so don't forget to join me every day here on SantaClausSays.net. Every day during the Christmas season, you can hear a message of good cheer from Santa Claus. You can hear a message about an adventure story, the life and the adventures of Santa Claus, and you can also hear a letter to Santa. Take care. Blessings. Santa Claus loves you very much. And remember, Santa Claus says, be good for goodness sakes. Goodbye, boys and girls. Goodbye.
You're special to Santa Claus, just like sprinkles. Get on Santa's nice list at SantaClausSays.net and watch Santa Claus Says on YouTube. Tell him Sprinkles sent you.